What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sota Pod YouTube channel for yet another live watch party, a late watch party if you're watching on the East Coast or Central Time here, ladies and gentlemen, of a Game 2 in Vegas. Wild versus the Vegas Golden Knights start now. Smash that like button if you guys haven't already. Ring that bell for notifications so you never miss a live stream, so you never miss an upload. And yeah, we'll get a poll question up here in a moment. We're going to be giving our live reaction, commentary, reaction to this game. And if you've joined us for past live streams, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. I'm a few cups of coffee in. Let's get to it. 18:52 on the clock, by the way, as the puck is sent up the ice. Vegas trying to control it here, but the Wild, who in game one did look good for the most part defensively, were matching Vegas pretty much in every avenue, other than there was like 4 minutes of the game where Vegas just capitalized, and obviously Hurdle found some space early. Battling for it at center right now. Puck trickles all the way down the right side. Vegas looking for a chance, but again, good job by the Wild blocking that one. That goes back outside the circle. Shot that goes wide. Wild get the puck up the right side. Vegas getting it back at center. Cottaging with Christian. Good to see you again. I kind of made a bad decision today. You know, the big TV in Toronto. I went in the crowd with the Sens jersey. Attaboy, attaboy. Hey, what's up, Jen? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hawk from home. It's good to see you as well. Jason Bryant, our friend, in the chat here too. 2 minutes in. Vegas left side shot. Rebound by Gustafson. Wes Walls in the pregame show, he jinxed it. He was saying, oh, the rebound control from Gustafson was amazing. Well, there you go. There you go. Yo, what's up, Nate? Good to see you. Good to see you. Nate, come over to YouTube and then I can type in the chat. FanDuel Sports Network, which is hilarious. The Wild have switched their broadcast deal like 3-4 times in the last few years. Vegas shot from the blue line. Doesn't get through. 17-24. I can't type in the Twitter chat. By the way, this is actually a good reminder. This is a good segue. Vegas bringing it up the right side. If you guys are watching on Facebook or X/Twitter, come over to our YouTube channel. Our live chat was buzzing last time. It was awesome hanging out with you guys here. And we're going to get a poll question going as well. Wes just went copy and paste from Jesse Granger's appearance on Fellowship of the Rink. Go check out Fellowship of the Rink, everybody. Hell yeah, it was. Max Domi is on another level right now. Hawk from home. 3-2 Knights. And yes, let me know your predictions in the chat as well. Freddie Goudreau adjusting his mask here at this whistle. Yeah, the Leafs game was good. The Leafs almost lost, then won in OT. Sens were so damn close. Dang it. I know I'm rooting for the Sens as well in that one. I'm rooting for the Sens as well. 16:53. Vegas wins the faceoff. And they actually complete a change here. Still have the puck up the right side circle. Nice backhand pass. Shot. That deflected. And Eriksson Ek with it on the right side. Passes it up. Through center. Boldy fights his way into the Vegas zone. Kaprizov. Pass up left, and he's going to lose it to Vegas. Eichel coming up here. Spurgeon gets it behind to Kaprizov. Vegas still with it, though. Minnesota unable to get out of their zone, and a shot. That goes right. Boldy trying to send up that right wall, and this puck's going to go the length of the ice, and we're going to have some icing at 16:04. Who likes the Sens? Well, I mean, fuck Toronto, so go Senators. I'm a Bruins fan. The Sens and the Jets are like the Sens, Jets, and the Flames are like the three Canadian teams outside of Vancouver that like I tolerate. Edmonton, Montreal, and Toronto. Like, yo, what's up, Sota? I do put the comment thing on the screen. 15:59. Wild with it. Middleton to Boldy. Boldy pass out center, but there's just way too many bodies there. Okay, calm down, Jen. Calm down. I am putting the comment on screen. I don't have to do every single one. And we're going to whistle as this goes up and out of play. Or did the Ice Bucket chat? The Ice water bucket challenge. Did you guys? No, but no one nominated us yet. No one called us out. Jets vs. Blues is a good series. I might do that game on Thursday on top of the Leafs and this game. Let's go. Jen and to everyone in the chat here. Hockey from Home also does streams like this as well, so go check out her channel. Vegas shot in a nice, I think that went off the blocker of Gustafsson. This will be a close game. The last one was a close game as well. It's kind of, we all thought it was 3-2. It ended up being 4-2, 0.5 seconds left. Just as choppy to start, though. But that was, yeah, blocker save. That was beautiful by Gustafsson. That goes up and out of play. 15:33. Yo, what's up, Andrew? How you doing, buddy? You enjoy the Leafs game? Shea Theodore scores game winner in OT. You got to do it in a video Hockey from Home. Or like in a, you know, after you do it, I think is how it works. And Vegas wins the faceoff again, shot from the blue line. Nyquist gets it back, sends it center ice. Wild with it, partial break, shot, save by Hill, but a rebound goes right and Vegas gets it back. Oh, nice hit by Minnesota. Wild trying to get it out and Vegas intercepted, but then the hit by Vegas. But Minnesota still has it shot. That goes right and wide. Faber keeps the puck in at the blue line. 14:53. Shot from the blue line. Faber. Quinn Hughes. 14:45. You doing well, Andrew? Theodore was goated this year. Yeah, Shady Theodore is awesome. 14:35. I remember when he was drafted by the Ducks, I believe. Brodin in the corner fighting for it. Up the left side. Nice short passing here, but the Wild get their pocket picked and Vegas still has it. Dumps it right back in their zone. Now having to fight for it in the corner again. 14:08. And losing control of it again. Here comes Vegas up the left side. Vegas doing well here. Continuing to enter the Wild zone and get some good chances. Get some good chances off on Gustafsson. I'll get back to the comments here in a sec, guys. Thanks so much for joining, by the way. Don't forget to smash that like button. If you're watching on Facebook and Twitter, come over to YouTube. Wild have it. Boldy. Centering pass. Shot. What a save. What a save. Centering pass. Oh my God. And Eriksson had it on that left side. And then another shot by Boldy and Aiden Hill. He's still feeling himself in a glove save. Two huge saves. Huge saves. Yes, Zeev Buium is playing tonight. He's got like a minute 20 of ice time so far. Yo, what's up, RJ? Good to see you. Yo, what's up, DCP? Then Mitchkov, then Wolf. Celebrini was really good as well. Lane Hudson was really good this year. Devils 1, Hurricanes 3 final. Yeah, I think the Hurricanes are probably going to sweep that one as we go to TV timeout. Yeah, Hot Rod. So Zeev is playing tonight. Zeev is playing. No, I don't think Makar... I think Hughes had a better season than Makar. Renski had a really good season. As well. Stars, unbelievable. It is you again. Hey, welcome back. The whole crew's back here. I dig it. I dig it. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with us again. We already, by the way, have the next two streams up and ready for Saturday or for Thursday and Saturday's game. All right, still in TV timeout here. 6-2 right now for the Panthers. There's like 1 minute left in the game. See you later, Hog from Home. Hughes? No, he's just the best. And I would say it's not even close, but Makar is pretty close. I haven't seen a skater that good since Dennis Savard. It's truly incredible. Mm. Oh, well, thank you so much, Jen. Let's go. That shit beautiful. Appreciate that. Hey, we love having you here as well. We love having you here as well, guys. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Like I said, if you're watching on Facebook or X/Twitter, come over to YouTube. And speaking of, let's get a poll question up. Let's get the poll question up. All right, who scores first for Minnesota? Poll question is up. Comment. Actually, I should have wrote comment if not listed. All right. 1322. Rooting for the Wild as a Canucks fan. Me too, Hank. Me too. I'm actually from BC, but I've been living in Minnesota for a little while now. But yeah, I bleed blue and green, but since they're out of the playoffs and part of the Sota Pod network, I have a rooting interest in the Wild now. And if there's anywhere that Brock Besser wants to sign that's not Vancouver, I guess I will somewhat tolerate Minnesota after I drown my sorrows in some Northland vodka. Faber is sick. Faber is sick. That you did. That you did. It's not bad enough that they gave us the 10 p.m. Central start. They had to give us Leah Hextall too. Brodin holding it in for Minnesota in the offensive zone, battling for it now behind the net. I'm doing good, Andrew. How are you doing? That I did. That I did. Hopefully Alvin, general manager Alvin, will make that trade. Kaprizov gets that puck, tried to get it to Boldy at the center slot, but Boldy unable to play it, leaves it for Eck. Eck sends it on net. That goes left and wide. Outside the circle. Boldy tied up on the right side, goes back to the blue line, was able to be held in and shot. That goes on net. Trying to battle for it behind the net, but unable to do so. And Vegas is going to get it back. Vegas with a nice pass, centering pass. Or up center, I should say. And a nice check by the Wild. And both teams are going to change and reset here as Brodin gets the play going. Hey, what's up, Sport Playing Shorts? Good to see you. Good to see you. Love the profile picture. Love the profile picture. 12:03. And unable to get it through the center was Vegas. Wild with it now. Nice, nice, nice. Goudreau keeps it in. Shot and unable to get it tipped in, but Johansson was close, ladies and gentlemen. 11:36. Wild still have it behind the net. They actually get some new bodies out here. Johansson, who's been good so far. He had a good game. It's great to see. Yeah, let's go Wild. I know the Blues are down 2. I'm really hoping they win at home to keep it interesting. We got a whistle right here, guys. If not, well, at least we made the playoffs, right? Hey, what a run to make the playoffs. Winnipeg, it was a tough team to get. And I said, even for the Wild, it was going to be Winnipeg or Vegas. Oh, Zuccarello took one high. Shit. I didn't realize. At least it wasn't in the gonads. Oh, it looks like he was in his elbow. He was clutching his elbow there. I hope he's okay. Yeah, I do not like the Leafs. Let's go hockey. Let's play hockey, as they say in Minnesota here. 11:14, Minnesota put the puck back on net. One shot for Minnesota. Uh-oh. I don't know if it was left wrist or left arm. I don't know where that puck hit, but Zuccarello laboring on the bench. I don't like the Blues, so I want to see them go as soon as possible. That's like same with me and the Leafs, but that doesn't look like it's going to happen. Oh, big hit. For Minnesota, 11 minutes on the clock, and Vegas gets it back. Good pressure. Oh, man. Foligno just throwing the body left, right, and center. Has 2 hits already at the start of the shift. 10:56, and there's going to be icing? Sheesh. Zook will score first. Well, Hopefully he's not injured. He's definitely hurt right now. He's laboring, but let's see if he gets back in this one. How about the Stars getting that OT last night? That's going to be a good series. I can't believe it. I thought with how injured they were, they wouldn't be able to sneak away a game. I thought they'd have moments in games because they still have like pretty good team, but no, that was wild. Wild within the corner. Drop it back. Oh, bad pass there. Shot from the slot. Doesn't get it back. Eck, left side. And Brodin looking back to get it for the Wild here. Vegas. Shit, I got to refresh my my broadcast here. I'm a little behind you guys. Should have said something. I haven't even seen the goal yet, but Wild up one, so I'll give the horns here. I'm gonna refresh my broadcast here. I have it 10:08 on the clock. Breakaway goal and a beautiful shot. Boldy, of course, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm a tad behind. I'm gonna refresh my shit here. Let's go. Of course, it's Boldy. Of course, that was 2 breakaway opportunities for the Wild in this first period so far, and 1 for Vegas. Minnesota draws first blood in game 2. Here we go. Dude, let's go, man. Let's go.
That shit beautiful than a motherfucker.
Love it. And Boldy, no less, already having a great series. Wow. All right, let me refresh this and see if this ain't better. Oh, this should be better. This should be better. All right. 9:35 on the clock, and your Minnesota Wild lead 1-0. Vegas scored the first one in the last game. Great to see Minnesota strike first, as the chat said. 9:21. Wild have it. Blue line. Yo, what's up, Sean? Great to see you. Dirty pass. Oh, nice drop pass. Shot better block for Minnesota. Vegas, left side. Good to see you, Dr. KQ. Let's go, Bolds. I knew it, dude. He's had a monster series so far. And what did everyone say? They were critical of him in the playoffs. They wanted to see if Boldy could bring just his game that he's starting to round out to the playoffs, and so far, so good. All right. Well, we need to get a new poll question up. No party in Vegas tonight. Let's go Wild. Well, we still got a lot of hockey left, Andrew, but so far, so good. Guys, if you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching on Twitter /X, come over to YouTube, join our live chat here. We're going to get a new poll question up. And this is where our live chat is buzzing, ladies and gentlemen. This is where our live chat is buzzing. All right, TV timeout right now. And then we'll get back to this one. Whoops. Shot 6-7 for the Minnesota Wild. So far, yeah, we're the face-offs. 8 hits for the Wild, 7 for Vegas. I mean, this is already such a physical series. Yeah, Vegas has been getting the better of them in the face-offs. Eck was out of his mind good in game 1, but I've been noticing that as well, that Vegas has been winning most of the face-offs here, and it shows 8-3. So the Wild do have to tighten that up a little bit, but hey, they're up where it matters most on the score sheet. Score predictions. I'm going to say 3-2 again. And it might be a cop-out because that's probably what the score should have been in the last game. Fuck the 0.5 seconds left on the clock shit. Most because we had a friend in the chat who wanted to hit the under. But anyways, I'll say 3-2 Minnesota again. That's what I said in game 1. I'll say it again here. I think they switched to ESPN from ESPN2 without saying anything again. Jeez. All right. Still TV timeout here, guys. I do have the box score of the game up. Gonna appreciate you guys joining. We'll be live the whole night. All right, here we go. Face off. And we're going to redo the face-off. Sportsnet's on in Canada? Yeah, Andrew, yeah. All right, here we go. Here we go. Pass behind the net. Wild up the left wall. Loose puck. Hartman. Hartman's going to send it in. Vegas. Unable to make that pass, and Hartman gets it. Hartman up the right side. Foligno sends it around the boards, but it's Vegas who gets it back. Battling for it. Man, Moose is just attacking anything he sees. Another big hit. And that helped as he's able for the Wild to get it in and a tip on net and score. What a shift for Foligno. What a shift. What a fucking period for Marcus Foligno so far, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, if it wasn't for him, that goal would not even have happened. If it wasn't for him, there'd be no room for anyone to set him up to get that rebound. Look, he's throwing his body around left, right, and center. Throws it in front of the net, and Marcus Foligno is there to tip it home. Let's go. God, I got to get like a clip of a Moose every time he scores. Let's go. Hell yeah. And he's been good this season, and he continues to have a great game. Kaprizov with the hit in the corner there, finishing his check. Boldy battling for it in the corner. Vegas gets the puck, but unable to get it out. Eck holds it in. Eck threw it on net. That trickles around. Vegas dishing out a hit as well. Wild at the blue line. They keep it in, send it back on net. I hate Nick. Wait, Nick who? Who's Nick, Andrew? Minnesota still holding this puck in the Vegas zone. Boldy pass to Kaprizov, center shot and save by Hill, and Eck goes down hard. This is beautiful. And I mean, honestly, the first half of the first period, Vegas looked like the better team. Vegas was setting the pace. Vegas was entering the zone with ease, and Gustafson with some big saves to keep them in it, and then the floodgates are starting to open. Wow, indeed. Face off to the right of Hill. Nick Foligno. Okay, well, we're talking about Marcus Foligno. Shot from the blue line. That doesn't get through. Oh, that hit the post. Shit. It did get through. Vegas, left side. They're going to dump it in. Wild are first there. Whew, a little scary back pass up center, but Wild do get it. They're going to send this in and get a change. Vegas. Hey, look at that. Freddie Gaudreau even finishing his hit. Not that I doubt our Lord and Savior. Oh, yeah, it's 2-0 for the Wild. 2-0 for the Wild. Matt Boldy scored the first one. Marcus Foligno scored the second. Carrillo with an assist. Brodin with the other assist. 7:20. And that one rings off the post. Whew. That left a mark in the top left corner. Vegas with it, left side. They're going to dump it into the corner. Huge hit again by Minnesota. Freddie Gaudreau with the hit there. He's throwing the body around here in this first period as well. Vegas still with outside the circle. Shot that doesn't get through. Middleton. And Carlson was able to pick it up. Ooh, cross ice pass. Unable to go through for Vegas. Vegas still has it though behind the net. Oh, and Freddie Gaudreau diving to try to get it. Unable to get his man in Vegas. Pass to the slot. No shot there. Back to the blue line. Shot outside the blue line. That was right and wide. Around the net it goes. And Vegas still with it corner. Blue line. Point. Vegas. Tried to set something up outside the circle. Unable to do so. But a centering pass. A nice save by Gustafson. 47 seconds of control time there. Puck control for Vegas. Like, what was that? A power play for them? Come on. Great job by Gustafson. Oh, excuse me. Hell yeah, I'm going to do Thursday, and then we will be streaming live on Saturday, but Hoppy will be filling in for me as I will be covering UFC that night on my second channel, the City Life Project. Oh my God. I hope they win that series so bad, Andrew. They are a good team. They're a very good team. Vegas with it. Vegas behind the net. Back to the blue line. Vegas with a vengeance right now. Shot. That doesn't get through. 6 minutes and 17 seconds on the clock. Puck trickles all the way back to Vegas zone. Foligno with it. Foligno waiting for reinforcement. Sends it into the corner. Hartman. Nyquist sends it around the boards. Faber up the right side. Foligno sends it back into the corner. Hartman battling for it, but he goes down to the ice. Wild still have it back to the blue line. Faber, top of the circle. Back to the circle. Foligno bumblefucks it, but Faber keeps it in. Shot by Faber. That's wide, but the Wild still have it here. Good shift. Corner. Nyquist tries to find someone at center. Puck bouncing. Kept in. But batting the puck down into the Wild zone is Vegas, and Faber with it right now, and he's about to skate off as well as the Wild complete their change. 2-0 Wild, huh? Bless you guys. Oh, Barbashev, nice for the Vegas Golden Knights. Unable to get that breakaway, and he gets pinned down to the ice. Here's the puck. Trickles back center ice. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Montreal either. I like some of their players, though. I just think that, I mean, they're going to be great. They have a great young team, but this big, scary Washington team could just pulverize them in the series. I watched that Pratos guy play live, Andrew, and he's a monster. He's 6'6", like 240. He's a big boy. 4 minutes and 45. Oh, nice job by Vegas. That was holding with a beautiful weaving play. Wild get it back, then turn it over almost around the net. Sneaking that in the right side next to Gustafson was Vegas, but unable to get that. Wild send it into the Vegas zone, and that'll be icing. If the Wild don't win, I would be okay with Washington. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, it's insane. Hartman always shows up in the playoffs, and it's great to see that. Boldy's here too, scoring the first one. Hot takes. Great to see you, buddy. Again, guys, if you're watching on Facebook or Twitter/X, come over to YouTube. The link is in the comments. 4 minutes and 24 seconds. Banking around the board. Bogosian evades the hit there. Zeev Buyan behind the net. Bogosian helping him out. Zeev up the left side, but that goes to Vegas blue line. Vegas still has it. Trennan trying to help get this out, and the Wild eventually do so, and they get it to center. The Jets will do it. 3:52. Wild change. Here comes Vegas. Tipping it in deep is Vegas. They lose possession. They change up as Middleton sends it up the ice, and this goes the length of the ice as well. Behind the net, Hill plays it. Vegas up the right side. They still have it. Waiting for the defenseman. Dropping it off. There it is. Keeping it in the line is Vegas. Vegas. Left side. Top of the circle. Back to the blue line. Man, they move the puck well. But, unable to complete that backhand pass. And Ek gets the puck. Here comes Eriksson Ek. 3 minutes on the clock. Vegas changing. Shot, that goes right, and Wild get it back right side, evading the hit. Oh, turnover. Here we go. Turnover. Hartman, shot, score. Oh, Zuccarello. Sorry, not Hartman. I say Hartman. Zuccarello score. Goudreau, Zuccarello, and Johansson. What a speedy freaking line, and they made the most of their skills there. What a goal by Zuccarello. Let's freaking go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's freaking go.
That shit beautiful than a motherfucking.
Johansson with the beautiful little pass there as he picks the pocket of Vegas, and Zuccarello, man. Man, Aiden Hill needs to make that one. Aiden Hill needs to make that one. Woo-hoo. Beautiful stuff. 2 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. And what a lead by Minnesota. Did not expect this, ladies and gentlemen. Did not expect this, but there's still a lot of hockey to go. Told you he will get on the board. That you did. Vegas is getting their ass handed to them. Don't let up. Well, Vegas has had their moments, though. Vegas has had their moments. I wouldn't say that. I mean, it looks like it on the score sheet. Don't get me wrong, but Vegas has definitely had their moments. Gustafsson, Philip Gustafsson he's had to come up clutch in a few occasions already. But yes, great lead in the Wild are playing some very good hockey, and they're just able to score on a team that has so much firepower, which is great. Wild gain back possession here. And what a period so far by Foligno. Unbelievable. 3 goals on 4 shots, baby. 1 minute and 45 seconds. And here comes Eriksson Ek up the left side. Shot. Saved by him. I'm not sure if they hit the blocker or the stick, but anyways, to the left of him in the corner. Everyone's battling for it right now. Vegas with it. Up center. Trying to spring someone in the slot, but Wild do a good job of getting a stick in there and deflecting. 1 minute and 21 seconds remain in this first period. Wild are going to change is Vegas. Pietrangelo, Hannafin coming up the center. They dump this in. Not going to lie, Z scares me sometimes. I know he's a rookie and all, but my lord. He hasn't been playing much at all this game, which I get it. Nice save by Gustafsson with 58 seconds remaining. And a little yapping after the whistle. I think, yeah, Zeev, 4 minutes. Bogosian 4 as well. Middleton, not even many. Just under 6. I guess Spurgeon's at 6 too. Geez, I leave my phone alone for 3 minutes and the Wild score again. Wow. Wow, indeed. T-Wolves still down by 20. Fuck the Lakers. I can't say I've been following the series. I'm not going to lie. But I did hear that they were up by 20 in one of the first games and just pulverized them in one of the opening games. But in textbook Minnesota sports fashion, everyone was saying that oh no, watch, and in the next game it'll be the opposite. I also like the Ducks. Quack quack. All right, TV timeout here, by the way, guys. End of the first period coming up. Great to see everyone in the chat, by the way. We got Andrew B, Sean Cosgrove, Sports Plain Shorts, DCP Hot Takes, Jewer, Cottaging with Christian, Hank. I think Jen's still in the chat as well. Appreciate you guys for hanging out. And again, if you're watching on Twitter, Facebook, I guess Twitter or X, come over to YouTube and join our live chat. 11:50 already. She's going to be a late one. Oh, I know. Had a cup of coffee before, so we're ready here. We're ready to go here. All right, under a minute left. I mean, what a time to take a commercial break. All right, here we go. 57 on the clock. And the Wild actually win the face-off here. Get it up into center ice. Vegas got possession back just for a moment, but Wild with it. Wild bring it up, fighting in the corner. Vegas loses it. Kaprizov checked off the puck bouncing around the net. Center. Right side. Had only one coffee from Tim Hortons. 27 seconds. Vegas. They dump it in. Unable to fetch it, though. Brodin to Nyquist. Pass broken up. And with 10 seconds, Minnesota dumps it in, but this should be it, ladies and gentlemen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is going to do it for the first period. What do you think about John Hines starting Zeev on power play 1 in his first NHL game in the playoffs? I mean, it's not like the Wild have had a great power play anyway, so might as well see what he's got, especially that's his specialty. See you later, Andrew. See you later. All right, guys, I'm going to grab something to drink here. And then we'll come right back on the other side. We will talk more about this first period and what a first period it has been for Minnesota. We'll talk about this first period. We'll talk about what has gone on around the National Hockey League. And let me know your thoughts on this game and the playoffs so far. And we'll get another poll question fired up as well. So quick break, refill your snack bowl, refill your drink. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen, on the other side. First intermission here, and the Wild lead Vegas in game 2 after 1 period, 3-0. Back on the other side. Do not go anywhere. More coverage here next.
People like, you're making a hef now? It's like last year, I'm like, yeah, that one's called the 11th hour. It's kind of just a cheeky play on that. We kind of release it later than most people towards the end of the summer. I wanted to kind of be in there in that cusp between summer and fall. And now with summers lasting longer and longer these days, I mean, we're in September and it's 80s, it's still a viable option.
Central Division team that I love to love, the Nashville Predators, of course.
And we are back with a few guests here, the State of Hoppy and Big Dev himself. What's up, Dev? Good to see you, man.
What's up, man? Been a long time.
Oh, man, it has been a while. And what a game. What a first period. We'll start with you. Thoughts on this first period for the Minnesota Wild, Vegas Golden Knights, game 2?
You absolutely love to see it. I thought that we played pretty well in game 1, but obviously you don't come away with the win, so that's always a bummer. But man, it was a bit of a slow start, the first couple minutes of feeling everything out. But ever since then, Hartman got the boys going, and it has been just absolutely tremendous to watch, because what we're seeing from this team is something that we just don't get the privilege of seeing with Minnesota hockey. And that is a team that is on fire and dominating in the playoffs.
EJ, I don't know if it's just on my end, but your connection is really, really skippy.
It's mine. It's terrible.
Okay.
So it is what it is. We got to ride it out. But your thoughts?
Let's fucking go. I don't know.
Well said.
Dude, everyone said this was just a throwaway series. Vegas in 4, maybe 5 if we want to be polite. Here we are. 10 o'clock game. Really a 10:20 start time. Fuck the haters.
11:15 start time. 11:22 puck drop for me, baby.
We're not all built like that.
No,
there's a reason Sitting with these guys right here.
I know I finished a couple cups of coffee, but haven't opened up the wobbly pops just yet. But I mean, so my chat was saying that like, oh, the Wild are dominating, and though I think they're on the score sheet, it looks that way. Man, Vegas has definitely had their moments. It's just been like he'll let in a couple leaky ones. At least one of the three was like he should have had. But I mean, the first 10 minutes, I would say Vegas looked really, really good, and then about halfway through the period as well, they gave the Wild a scare. So they're not out of it at all just yet.
No, not at all. And I'd argue the first 5 minutes, it wasn't even that Vegas looked good, which they did. We looked bad. And this game's far from over. Oh, we lost Dev. Maybe he'll come back. I don't know, man. I do not think Vegas is playing poorly at all. I'm not even going to blame the goalie, but it's just opportunistic goals. And it's like what we saw happen for Vegas in game one. Like Vegas didn't dominate us in that game. They had opportunistic goals. They took advantage of those chances. We're doing the same here tonight, but it's one period. Vegas could just as easily put up a 3 spot in one of these periods. So buckle in.
Sure.
But it really, the only negative here is that I basically spent the majority of my day bitching about Marco Rossi, and it looks like John Hines wins. Touché, sir.
You know what? I'm always happy to be wrong because I was in the same boat as you, Hoppy. I didn't really like it. I didn't make sense. I agreed with promoting moving Hartman up the lineup, but I didn't agree with doing it in place of Hartman, or excuse me, in place of Rossi. I'm happy to be wrong. You know, there's a reason that John Hines is the coach, and I am a jackass in my living room.
But to that point, like, you could have done it another way. Like, you could have set the lines up in a way where Hartman elevates and Rossi doesn't get buried, even though I guess the way that Russo put it from John Hines, he's rewarding him and punishing him all at the same time. So whatever the fuck that means.
Yeah, I don't know. I will say too, to go back to your point, I think obviously, yeah, like Isha's right that the Wild have obviously dominated on the scorecard, but I don't know what the hits are. You know, Isha's got the thing up, the stats here pulled up, but I don't see anything as far as like hit stream. Okay, it's
18 for the Wild.
18-9 is what it looks like. Okay, that's about in line. So at one point I stopped counting because I'm bad at math, but I had it at 10-4, and you could just see that the Wild were playing a little bit more physical, being able to assert, you know, some dominance. But even with all that going on, I agree with you that the Knights, Vegas got a couple of really good looks. You know, there's a couple of things, a couple of times where Gustafsson like made a good save.
Oh yeah.
And there was a couple of times, but then at the same time, there was a couple of times where he, like towards the end of the first, I think it was probably like with just under a minute to go, he froze the puck, and he probably didn't need to.
And he had a couple like rebounds that didn't go his way either. But I feel like the most like the saves he needed to make, like the most clutch saves he could have made or should have made, he did. And that's honestly what got the Wild through that storm of Vegas just like controlling the game in those moments. And those moments resembled like the moments in which they capitalized on in game one. But I think Marcus Foligno was the best player on the ice in that first period, other than Faber, who clocked friggin' 10 minutes, which was nuts.
There's a lot of guys.
The guy's a freaking bowling ball out there. Dude, he's like, I swear he's averaging 3 hits a shift. I swear if we look at the hits, like 80% of those are Marcus Foligno.
Yeah, but Isha, he hasn't fought once. How can he be your MVP?
I just said best player in the period. Yeah, I didn't say MVP, but.
So is the best player of the period not the most valuable player of the period?
Well, I thought when you mean MVP, I thought you mean
language
like
barrier. I know you're like French Canadian, so like best, most valuable, probably completely different things. Like one of them probably means something about maple syrup.
I don't know why we're going from MVP talk when I said he was just the best player on the ice that period.
So MVP of the period.
I'm just gonna
Sure.
sit back and
Sure,
enjoy
whatever,
this.
sure.
Now, I gotta say, like, a little spin zone. ESPN is straight up pulling the Herb Brooks move where
Again,
what?
sorry. Keep going.
No, I don't want to interrupt you interrupting me. Go ahead.
Keep going.
ESPN's pulling the Herb Brooks. They are making us hate them so much that we can't hate Vegas, because not only do we have the 10 o'clock start time, they stick us with Leah fucking Hextall, and then I miss a goal because they switch mid-play from ESPN2 to ESPN and make no note of it.
Yeah, Sean noted that in the chat as well. It's just
Like, it's just an absolute joke of a production. And like, it's funny because a lot of people want to shit on like the people that are doing color or whatever. Like, they want to shit on Bucci. Like, it's not their fault that the people running production behind the scenes are fucking idiots.
I will just go out. Like, nothing you said was wrong, but I still hate Vegas more.
Not than ESPN. I don't.
What I'm frustrated by is, so all year as an out of state, out of market person, all year my only way to watch Wild games is through ESPN Plus, where
But
it
you
just
get them all.
takes the FanDuel fee. But I do get all but like 10 of them. However, in the playoffs, no longer an option. So I'm regionally blacked out of the LaPanta feed, which is making me just a little scratchy. You know,
Well, hang on. You're complaining that you don't get to listen to Anthony LaPanta.
I would much rather listen to Anthony LaPanta than the ESPN feed. Yes.
I
I got
can
Sportsnet
accept
up,
that. I can accept that.
although I'm like 20 seconds behind. Takes an extra 10 seconds for it to travel from Canada.
Yeah, excuse me. It's one of those things. I actually do like I know you don't, but I actually do like LaPanta as a play-by-play.
His play-by-play
When
is actually fine. I'm more upset
Yeah.
with the things he says not during the game.
Yeah, whatever. But from a straight up play-by-play, like the Wild, like I watch a lot of other team games, like home broadcast, just because I have the ESPN Plus set up and I can basically just bounce around the league. So I do see a lot of the other ones, and I do, I'm biased obviously, but I do think that the Wild have one of the better production teams, both on air and behind the scenes. And had I realized that I wasn't going to have access to it, I would have probably taken it a little bit less for granted. I thought I had 4 to 7 more games of the, FanDuel Sports North team, and instead I missed out on game 82.
If it makes you feel any better, my buddy left with 2.5 minutes left of that game from the arena. So you could be kicking yourself a lot harder.
I hope he's not having a heart attack.
I'm sure he's sleeping like a baby right now.
All right. Well, what do we need to see from the guys? Do we still need to see just like them pushing the pace and rack up the goals? Do we see them just tighten up
Yes.
a little bit defensively? Do we need to see them change nothing, continue to play the game that they're playing right now going into the second?
That's
Because
the answer.
I don't think anyone expected them to be up this many. If anything, it was maybe like by 1.
So I don't need the team. I don't need them to put up to go on a 3-0 run every period for the rest of the game. I would love it, but I don't need that. What I do need though is for them to keep the pressure on and keep Vegas on their heels, especially in the after the second goal from Foligno. Like, Vegas was playing on their heels, and that was a big difference maker. And I think that's what we hit pipe on a couple of shots, and Hill had a good save on.
He had like 2
I think it was
back-to-back that were.
Kaprizov.
Yeah, he had 2 back-to-back that were really good.
Yeah.
Then right after it was like a few seconds later, he glove save on Boldy, and he just he had a little flurry flair to it after, like he was feeling himself.
Yeah. So I think you got to keep pestering him, keep him uncomfortable, but ultimately you just got to keep putting the pressure on and asserting it. And I think you do that with physical play.
And
Here's
it's
a
been
fun
working.
little
It's
here's
been
a fun
working.
little fact that I learned. This is this 3-0 lead after the first period is the largest lead in a playoff game after one period in franchise history.
Wow.
So we're potentially looking at a historical finish, right? The game is trending towards a 9-0 Wild win. I would love that. Not necessarily
Is
saying
3 more or less dangerous than 2?
No, two is way more dangerous. I don't trust 2 at all.
Yeah, 3 is less dangerous. However, I think with 3 too, like there is like a bit of the an element of like, well, hey, let's make it 4. Fuck them.
I think it's the opposite, and I really worry that it'll be the opposite because we talked about it, right? Did Wild dominate the period outside of the score sheet? No, they didn't dominate it. That can lead a team to either
I think it's
make
just
adjustments
semantics
that are
though,
unnecessary.
because the Wild were more physical and they controlled pace of play. I wouldn't say they dominated either, but they definitely
They got the
like,
job done.
I have no idea what like the deserve to win a meter or whatever would be at, but I would bet that it's pretty high in favor
That
of the
thing's
Wild
also
on
bullshit
that.
to begin
I
with.
know, but like,
Wait, you didn't make that up?
You haven't heard of this?
No.
Oh yeah, it's a thing.
oh, Isha. Yeah,
Analytics,
is it
baby.
Kicked
Money
in the head
Puck?
too many times.
Analytics.
Hoppy, is it Money Puck that does that?
I think it's Money Puck, yeah. But so my whole point with that is to say, like, don't reinvent the wheel. Like, you are playing good hockey. Just keep doing what you're doing. That's not to say that there aren't things we could do better, but like, don't overthink this shit. Don't galaxy brain it. And definitely don't pull the Bobby Motzko and go full shell defense and let them just walk right back into this game.
Couldn't agree more.
Because, like, that's really my fear right now is that we just say, like, all right, we're up 3-0. Let's ride this out. Vegas will absolutely dummy you.
Vegas is one of, I don't know, 3 teams in the league that is capable of winning games 1-0 and also winning games 7-6. And, you know, they've got enough horses that I do not want to get into a offensive slugfest. So I'm with you 100%, Hoppy.
Now, is that your final prediction? 7-6?
Oh, Jesus, no, I hope not.
I mean, if we come out on top, I'm okay with it. That'd be fun.
It would be fun.
It'd
I'm
keep us
gonna
awake.
say
Keep
for
the
my own,
dopamine.
I'll say for my own sanity, I'll say 5-3 Wild.
All right, I dig it. All right, well, puck drop is about to be, or the puck is about to be dropped here at the start of this second period. So, guys, if you're still awake, join for the second intermission, and yeah, let's get right to it. Appreciate it, guys. We'll see you in a little bit.
See ya.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Puck drop here in the second period, and I appreciate everybody hanging out here. Great to see my friend Dev from 10K Takes, and of course, State of Hoppy from Fellowship of the Rink and the Sota Pod. Puck drop for the second period here, ladies and gentlemen, as the Wild lead 3-0. And I would say, you know, as we try to stay awake here, but hey, 3 goals by the Wild. We're buzzing here, ladies and gentlemen. We are buzzing. Keep the comments coming. Smash that like button if you haven't already, ladies and gentlemen, and ring that bell for notifications so you never miss an upload, so you never miss a live stream. Get your predictions in the chat as well. 4-2 for Hot Takes, 5-0 Horror Docs. Same score as Sunday. I said 3-2 originally, but now I don't want that because that just means Vegas scores 2 more. 19:46 on the clock, and already an opportunity by Minnesota. Boldy gets the puck taken away from him here, though, and Vegas up the left side. Shot from the blue line. That doesn't get through. And it looks like Bruce Cassidy for Vegas, he's already shuffled the lines a little bit as the broadcast is noting 1918, Minnesota in the corner. And they get it out. Brodin to Eck. Eck to Faber, who sends it in, and Boldy hovering. Boldy with the forecheck, but now it looks like Boldy might go to the bench. 18:59. Yo, yo, yo! Good to see you again. Good to see you. We're back. We're back. Period number 2. A minute in. Zuccarello passed through center, and the Wild are able to keep this in to the blue line. Up and around the net. Bouncing puck in front of the net, but controlled by Vegas. They get it up the left side. Minnesota trying to keep this in, and they do keep it in. Oh, never mind. Ref saying offside. Ref saying offside. Yeah, I didn't think that was in. I thought that went out before they poked it back in. 1834. And Zuccarello, glad to see that he's okay. He was hurt earlier in the game. Blocked a puck, I believe. He's actually come away with a goal now. Smash that like button if you guys haven't already. Sorry if I'm coming in and out as far as being a little grainy. Hopefully the audio is coming in okay. Yeah, just having some freaking connection issues right now, but hopefully we'll ride through the storm. 18:24. Shot still 10-10. Shot by Vegas to the right side. Didn't get through. That went right and wide. What's up, Kenny? 18-13. Hartman with it. Sends it around. Nyquist to Foligno. Foligno back to Nyquist. Nyquist pressured. He's in the corner. Around the boards. Wild get it back. Back to center. Wild send it back in. Hill with it. He sends it to his left. And again, Wild just great checking here. Is they're able to separate the man from the puck. They get it back. Blue line. Pass up the left side. Wild are able to tip it in. Vegas, though, gets it before the Wild are able to retrieve and do anything with it. Bogosian looks locked in tonight. He hasn't had too many shifts, but he's looked good as he's been out there. Hasn't been able to, and this is like a good thing, like hasn't been able, I guess, to be leaned on much, which is okay. And when he's out there on the ice, he's been physical. He's been giving Boone some reinforcements if he's needed to behind the net. And he's been getting pucks out pretty safely as well. Shot on net that doesn't get through for the Wild. 17-21. Vegas, they dump it in. Wild behind the net. They're looking to break out. I'm still mad that we had a 10 o'clock start. Yeah, our friend Dev, who was on alongside the State of Hoppy in the first intermission, he's Eastern time, so it was 11:20 start for him. 16:53, Wild centering pass. That doesn't get through. That was a nice opportunity by Minnesota. Brodin, great stick there as he's able to poke that puck away, and here come the Wild. Oh, big hit by Vegas. Oh, and a big hit by Boldy. Damn, both these teams, just like in game one, just like in that first period, throwing the body around. 16:29, Vegas. Left side, nice job, but the defense splits. Barbashev with the puck. He sends it around for Vegas. They're able to keep that in despite the defense just sandwiching Barbashev as he came in. Able to keep the puck again. Oh, bad pass by Theodore, and here comes Vegas. Here comes Kaprizov. Kaprizov shot and rebound, score! Kaprizov wasn't able to get the first one, but he gets his own rebound, tucks it in the right side, and the Minnesota Wild are up 4 freaking goals, and Kirill Kaprizov on the board in the series, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go! Let's go! Oh, man, I didn't know where it bounced off of. Whoop, it's just on the pad, drops down next to it, or next to the skate, and he's able to quickly back it in. Backhand it in. Let's go. And Aiden Hill not having a great night here. 15:54. Just shy of 5 minutes into this period, and the Wild are already putting a goal up. All right, let me adjust the score here on the ticker. 15:31. Puck all the way back into the Vegas zone, but here come the Wild. Wild with it into the corner. Let's go, Kirill the Thrill. 20-0, Wild will win. 15-18 assist for Matt Boldy. Whoa, what a game. What a game. So far, ladies and gentlemen. Keep the comments coming. Keep the comments coming. Vote in the poll question. Is probably going to be no right now. If the Wild score again, I'll adjust the poll question. Minnesota with a 14:57. Kirill, baby. What's up, Harley? Good to see you. Good to see you. 14:49. Gustafson, he pokes it to his left. Faber being checked, sends it up on around the boards. Vegas shot. That doesn't get through. Trickles behind the boards. Separating the man from his puck was Minnesota. Hartman retrieves it. Hartman up the right side. Kirill the Thrill, dollar bill Kirill, or as I like to say, Opa! And this puck's going to go up into the benches, and we're going to have a face-off. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. What a game for Minnesota. 13 shots on net, 10 for Vegas. And again, the Wild may not be doing well in the face-offs, although doing a little bit better now in this second period, but 20 hits already in this game, man. This is insane. I think the Wild averaged 30, around 30 throughout the regular season each game. 14:32. Face off to the right of Philip Gustafson. And face off won by the Minnesota Wild. That's what we want to see. A day in the life, Kenny. A day in the life. You watching this game, Kenny? 14:20. Eriksson Ek jumps on this puck in the Vegas zone. No one else there for the Wild. Boldy finally there to give him some reinforcements. And the Wild send it to Boldy. Boldy shot on the outside. That gets in front of the net, but not even into the crease just yet. Kaprizov unable to get the rebound. And here come Vegas. Playing poker. Hey, well, good luck. Good luck. $13.54. All I can say is no matter what, I'm on the Gus boss. This version of Matt Boldy is unreal. I mean, he's had such a great season, and now he's performing in the playoffs. It's what we love to see. Shot from Pietrangelo, saved by Gustafson. Battling in front as another Wild player goes down. Poor little Timmy. Boldy with it. Sends it and plays it into the neutral zone. Vegas gets it back. Vegas dumps it in. Kenny hasn't even got started yet, sport. Don't poke the bear. Don't poke the bear. 13-12. And a shot, and Gustafson makes the save. Before he bets the phone in which he's texting in the chat on Sport Plain Shorts. Let his kids go. Let his kids go. Going into TV timeout here in the second period. My God, guys. Absolutely insane. Just taking a look at the box score right now. Taking a look at the box score. Johansson with an assist. Hartman with an assist. Foligno obviously with one of the goals. Boldy with a goal and an assist. Kaprizov with a goal and an assist. Zuccarello with a goal. Brodin with an assist. I mean, let's go, guys. Let's go. Foligno to hopefully see more of that. 4-0 is crazy. Going to get me that 100. Let's go. Come on, bro. Foligno's had a great game. He's been maybe not anymore in the second period, but in the first period, he was averaging freaking 2 hits a shift. It was insane. Unreal. All right. Well, what a first 5 minutes for that second period. Wild. Again, we're tested a little bit by Vegas, but for the most part, after that goal, it's just been the Minnesota train. Gustafson forced to make a couple, well, only one actually, good save, as the other opportunities that Vegas have had haven't really hit the net. They do move the puck well once they get set up. I mean, there was like a 50-second possession time as they were going full Daniel and Henrik Sedin in the first period, but haven't been able to set up in the second thus far. Hell yeah, Jeremy, what's going on? Yeah, I'm doing Thursdays as well, and then Hoppies is doing Saturdays. God willing, they will win this. Does that convince you this will go 7? I mean, I thought it would probably go 7. And even if it went 6, I thought it would just be very close games. I'm going to go to bed soon. I swear if I wake up and we didn't win, I might go crazy. If that's the case, then you just cannot go to sleep throughout the rest of the series because then you'll be cursing it. Hey, everyone in the YouTube chat, shout out to you guys. Anybody who's not in the YouTube chat and you're watching on Facebook and X or Twitter, what are you doing with your life? Come over to YouTube, join our community and chat here. Hate to say it, but taking Vegas to win this game at plus 1,200 might be a move. Hey, from a betting perspective, hell yeah. 13:01. Barbashev with it. Faber blocking Barbashev with a nice backhand pass back to the blue line. 12:53. Goudreau battling for it. And a pass to center is retrieved by Minnesota. Faber backhands it out. Center ice. Cross ice. Minnesota's able to poke it in. And here comes Freddie Goudreau. Oh, nice hit by Freddie Goudreau. He goes to the ground. Johansson parked in front of the net and puck is loose. Goudreau and Hartman at center. Hartman's able to poke this one away. Hartman, big hit. Again, pretty much every Wild player is finishing their check. Is it not plus 1,200? I mean, in the second period with 12 minutes on the clock, this would be the time to take it. 11:57. Battling for it in the corner, and a great job by Minnesota. Minnesota pass up the slot, shot that goes just wide. You can tell here Vegas playing with just a little bit less confidence. And hell, when you're down 4-0 in the second period, I would too. Parce que je suis from Canada, tabarnak de calice. $11.24. We could just call him our Lord and Savior. Right shot by Vegas. That doesn't get through. Vegas losing it at the blue line. This is going to go all the way back down the ice. Hill plays it. Rossi, 66% in the circle is great. I will say the Wild weren't doing good in the faceoff dot earlier in the game, but they're doing well now. Good to see you, by the way, Phil. Vegas unable to find the man he was looking for on that pass, and the Wild get it back. Faber just having an incredible game as well. Logging an insane amount of minutes already. 13 minutes already for Brock Faber in this game. Vegas with it. Vegas corner. Being pressured. Somehow still gets the puck back after a couple short passes. Blue line shots doesn't get through. I don't think I'd put money on Vegas winning no matter the odds right now. 10:26. Shit cloth's ticking, as Mr. Leahy would say for that. Guy's a machine. I love Rossi, but too bad he's probably not going to be here next season. Oh, and another opportunity by Vegas, and they still have the puck. Pass into the circle, shot. Vegas still has in the blue line. There's some tired legs out there for Minnesota. And a broken stick, too, by Faber. And Faber's in front of the net with no stick. It's an opportunity by Vegas. Tired legs. Faber without a stick. Fires, doesn't get through. Rossi out there trying to get a poke check going. Shot by Vegas. And thank God for the Wild. This goes up and out of play, as there were some tired legs out there on the ice and Faber without a stick, and we're going to go to a TV timeout. I mean, these are kind of the moments that are going to help win you the series down the line. Clutch saves by Gustafson and just you're tired out there, you just do not give up and continue to pressure, continue to try to get that poke check going. Because even though it took Vegas to shoot, they definitely forced them to shoot then that puck. They forced them to shoot on a play that wasn't picture perfect, and puck was trickling, or the puck was able to bounce out of play. Tough stand with two guys without sticks. Gus! Yo, what's up, Jason? Good to see you. Yeah, Gus has been playing phenomenally well tonight. I'm going to go have a good night. Let's go Wild Egg. Great to see Sport playing shorts. I'll be live on Thursday. Earlier start. Bogosian's broke too. Shit, I didn't even see that Bogosian's broke. Well, then there you go. That's a clutch moment, though, in this game, in this series thus far. How many block shots by the Wild? Vegas, 14 block shots. Jeez. Damn. Hey, sweet. Yeah, Thursday, I'll be live again. Saturday, Hoppy will be live covering it. And I think Hoppy and Dev will probably come on Intermission again here, ladies and gentlemen, as we get closer and closer to the halfway point of this, or actually we are at the halfway point. We get closer and closer to the second intermission. Hey, good to see you, Shane. 4 goals for the Minnesota Wild already, 3 in the first period. Unreal. Fucking plastic sticks. I know. Love me a wooden stick, Swerve. Love me a wooden stick. If you can't break a bone with your slash, is it even worth having a stick? That stick, you know what I'm saying? All right, we're back from TV timeout. And again, big shout out to everyone who's joining us on YouTube. If you're joining on Facebook and or Twitter/X, come over to YouTube, vote in our poll question, join the live chat. Still hoping that for that Faber goal. I mean, he deserves it. We all are. 9:42 face off to the left of Gustafsson. Eichel wins the face off. Vegas back to the blue line, left side, shot. That goes around the net. Out to center. Here comes Boldy. Boldy thought he had reinforcements there, looked back and lost it. Could have got a shot off. 9:25. Vegas. Nice pass. Center ice. But even better checking by the Wild as they separate the man from the puck, and puck trickles all the way around the boards in the Wild zone. Wild. Left side. Pass through center. Eck forechecking. Oh, nice hit by Eriksson Eck. But Vegas with it. Pietrangelo. He's setting up. He fires it in the Wild zone. Faber has it in the corner. He sends it around. 8:52 on the clock. Faber with it. Up the right side. Back to Faber. And Keegan Colasar for Vegas. Able to get it back as he's having a great shift here. And hard checking in the corner. Puck goes up and bouncing puck here. Gustafsson on it. Good defensive play by the Wild, but Vegas with it. Vegas, nice pass to the slot, but no shot opportunity there. Vegas corner. A little miscommunication from the Wild there on their checks. Gave Vegas some room. Shot bouncing through some skates, but unable to get through the lane. Great saves by Gus, man. 8:09. So that's what I'm saying, man. The Wild, they may look like they're dominating on the score sheet, which they are. But Vegas still very much here getting their opportunities. And Vegas with a nice pass. Vegas slot shot score. Right. I think it was above that left pad. And that's the first one for Vegas there on the board. In the slot. Gustafsson tried to make the save. Looked like he kicked out that left pad. I'm not sure if it went under it or over it. But Vegas now on the board. Still 4-1. Oh, what a shot. What a shot. Whoop, Noah Hannafin with some open ice. So yes, there was some miscommunication the last time they were in the zone. A little too stationary on that one. Look at that. I jinxed it, ladies and gentlemen. But the Wild are still up by 3 goals, which is nice. 7 minutes and 49 seconds on the clock. Again, Vegas has been playing a very good game despite the score sheet right now. It was only a matter of time. 7:39. I don't blame Gus for that one. Oh, cross-ice pass, and Vegas was unable to capitalize. Puck goes into center. Wide open for that shot. Too much space there and too stationary in front of him. There was nobody moving their feet, and a shot by by the Wild. What a big play. Nyquist actually very noticeable in this game. Elected not to pass there. Maybe should have. But we're going to have a face-off in the Vegas zone. Yeah, the shot by Gustav Nyquist. I guess the Vegas man was in the lane there already. Again, 7:19. Face-off to the left of Aiden Hill. And it looks like the first line is going to be out there for the Wild. 16 block shots. Unreal, man. 17:19. Let the bodies hit the floor. 7:16. Eck battling for it in the corner. Puck trickles around to Vegas. Vegas now with it up the right side. Nice check by Kaprizov. Kaprizov, a little poke check there. He's able to get it up to Eck. Great defensive move by Kaprizov. Eck gets it into the Vegas zone. A little bump at the blue line. Sends it back right to Eriksson Eck. Giveaway by Vegas. But Eck battling for it in the corner. Hurdle with it. Unable to get it out of the zone. Kaprizov takes a hit. Boldy takes a hit as well by the looks of it. But great job by Spurgeon battling that one away. 6:33. Vegas with it though. And a shot. Great save by Gustafsson. We're going to get saved to his left. Whew. Brandon Saad with the Vegas Golden Knights. Young Padawan Buyam, learn he must fast. All right, 6:30. Great save by Gustin. Able to scoop that one back in. Fun game, man. Fun game. Vegas making it a little interesting getting on the board here late. Let's see if the Wild can shut it down with another one, or Vegas will continue to claw back in this one. Shot by Vegas. Unable to get through. Battling for it on the left side. They send it behind the net. Faber there. Faber backhand. Unable to get it out. And it goes around to the other corner. Hannafin there for Vegas. Still has it. Sends it back up the corner. Clear lane. Looking for the path to whoever was in the slot. But unable to get through. Freddie Goudreau battling for it in the corner. Sends it up the wall. And a great job getting it back into the neutral zone is the Wild. And they're going to get a change. Vegas sends it in. We were blessed with how quickly Faber and Kaprizov adjusted to the NHL game. It'll be fine if Buum develops at a normal rate. I think they're still confident with how talented he is that I think it was a bonus if he would have exploded in the playoffs. And you know, assuming the Wild make a long run, maybe there's some moments in some series or some games where we will see that. But he's no Chris Tanev. If I fall asleep before the game's over and wake up to a loss, I'm going to be very disappointed. Oh, yeah. There's going to be some holes in the wall. All right, TV timeout. One of the last ones of this period. Wild lead 4-1. Shots 19-13 Vegas. I will say overall, Vegas has had the better period. Overall, Vegas had the better period, despite them both scoring. Wild started off having to kind of fend Vegas off, but looking okay. Score, and then just looked like they were in pure domination for about 3 to 5 minutes. Vegas starts getting some chances. Vegas starts clawing their way back in. Vegas ends up scoring, and then it's been the Golden Knights show since. I got to get up in 6 hours. I'm going to be out after this period. God, I know. I got to go work. I got to work on site tomorrow as well, which is a last minute addition. So, yay. That's all I'm going to say. Andy, love listening. My wife left me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh that your wife left you. I didn't read the second part of the sentence. And I read the first part like so like happy. Then it was like went from so happy to so like oof. Should have read the whole thing first. But Andy, good to see you. Sorry that your wife left you. Hope that the Wild win, so that you can continue to grin. There you go. There you go. There you go. My wife will leave me if we lose tonight. 4-1, 5 minutes and 41 seconds. And face off by the Wild. They get it, Faber. Or sorry, Spurgeon on the right side sends it in. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Again, if you're watching on Facebook, X/Twitter, come over to YouTube, join our chat here. Vote in the poll question. Oh, and a pass left side. Great job by the Wild getting this puck out. Cross ice to Ek as he gets into the Vegas zone. Ek tumbling down as Vegas sends this back down the length of the ice. And the Zuccarello, or sorry, Spurgeon's there to negate the icing. We playing keep away here, bud? Yeah, apparently puck going back and forth, ice to ice, ice to ice. And a good poke check by Minnesota as they send this puck up, and this is going to bounce up and out of play. Face off, I think, is going to be in the in the Wild zone. We'll see. Under 5 minutes remaining in the period, guys. And then I believe Hoppy and Dev will jump back on during the intermission. So don't go anywhere. Get some questions for the boys. Get some discussion topics. Get your thoughts on the period and more. As we'll all run it down together. And I'll actually grab that drink that I didn't grab before. Vegas wins the face-off. And was in the Wild zone. But a good job by the Wild picking that puck away, unable to get it into the Vegas zone. Here is back and forth with possession, ladies and gentlemen, battling for it center, and here come the Wild again with it. Nyquist tried to get it in, but again, poked. Puck just thrown up in the air. Hartman chasing now, and Vegas sends it back into the Wild zone. Faber battling for it in the corner. Imagine if Kaprizov never got injured. And a nice save by Gustafson. Keegan Colasar is on Vegas. Kenny. Shot from the blue line. That doesn't get through. 3:56. Vegas back to the blue line. Shot doesn't get through. Left wall. Vegas. Another shot. That goes around the net. Brandon Saad back up the left side. Oh, right to the slot and left side pass. Great defensive read by the Wild. Bodies hitting the ground, ladies and gentlemen. Getting out of those passing lanes. Vegas still has it, though, man. Their possession time. They move the puck at times in this game like they're on a freaking power play. 5-on-5 shot. Doesn't get through. Trickles right through the crease. And reading it was Gustafson, but Vegas back at the blue line. Left side. Vegas. Pass. Right circle. Top of the circle. Shot. That bounces in front. Faber off the wall. But this puck does not go out, ladies and gentlemen. Vegas able to keep this in. Oh my God. Almost 2 minutes. Almost 2 minutes of constant freaking pressure for Vegas. And icing it was Minnesota. So the same tired legs are going to be out there. Another tough defensive stand. This is the third or fourth that they've had to go through. Whereas Vegas has done their best Sedin impression. 2:56. They're bending but not breaking here. As the Vegas just piling up the shots in this second period. They had 10 in the first period, 11 in the second. Yo, what's up, Fishing with H, my man? Great to see you, buddy. How you doing? 254. And Brodeen with a big pass is going to go length of the ice, and they're going to wave off icing. But Vegas has it right side. 2 minutes and 41 seconds. And a nice takeaway by the Wild. And here comes Kaprizov. Kaprizov with a move. Kaprizov behind the net. Tried to drop to Boldy. Boldy retrieves it on his own. Wild have it at the blue line now. Middleton shot. Eck gets it on net. Vegas gets it back. Here comes the Golden Knights. And the Wild are able to get it back. Eck. Off the boards. Up. Kaprizov looking for it as he's all the way in the Vegas zone. Vegas loses it at center ice. Battling for it now, springing a partial break, but sprung are the two defensemen who were there and broke things up for Barbashev, but Vegas still has it in the corner. 1 minute and 51 seconds. Back to the blue line. Vegas, top of the right circle. And they send it around. You're in Miami right now? Let's go, dude. Well, I hope you enjoy Miami. What are you there for? Fishing? Or is it like spring break? 133. Oh, Theodore with a nice pass. Springing the forward, but unable to get that backhand on in a collision in the corner. Zuccarello got run over, but he's okay. Johansson bringing it in. Freddie Gaudreau with the forecheck. Losing it in the corner is Gaudreau. Vegas can't get it out, but Goshen keeps this in. Awesome, Andy. With or without a wife. Doesn't matter. You'll be listening. Final minute. And Vegas dumps this in. Red Rose stream that I use is putting on basketball and NFL draft. Uh-oh. That's not good, Red Rose. 45 seconds. Carlson bringing this in. Drops to the blue line. And Zuccarello was able to break that up. And the Wild are going to have one final change. That's why I'm here. Well, I'm glad you're here, Red Rose. I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much for joining. 31 seconds. They send it around. 25. Wild have one more rush in them. Faber sends it up the left side. Wasn't clean and just trying to poke it into the Vegas zone was the Wild. They do, but don't have possession. Sod with the shot. Dare I ask your meal, Kenny? I caught a peacock bass. Finally, I'll post a clip of the catching. Sweet, dude. Can't wait to check it out. Final 7 seconds, and we're going to have a whistle here, guys. Whew, honestly, tough period for the Wild. Again, despite the score, they each scored a goal. But Vegas, man, forcing the Wild to really play some stand-up defense here as they have 21. The Wild were only able to get 3 shots on the net in the second period. And that'll do it for the second period, ladies and gentlemen. The Wild are showing that they want this. The Wild are showing that, yes, we can play sound defense. And Gustafsson is having a hell of a game. Guys, we're going to take a break here. But before we do, I want to remind you guys to smash that like button. I'm going to remind you guys to vote in the poll question and subscribe to the channel. We're going to be covering all the Minnesota Wild playoff games Thursday, Saturday games already scheduled. And with or without the Wild down the stretch, we'll be covering a lot of other NHL playoff games as well. Hey, Jeremy, thank you so much for stopping by. Let's connect soon. Have a great night. Drop a like if you haven't already. My wife will leave me. Well, I mean, hey, the Wild are winning, so I think she's going to stay. But guys, Hoppy and I believe our friend Dev from 10K Takes will be joining us again here in a moment. But get your thoughts on that period in the live chat. Get your thoughts on anything NHL, Stanley Cup playoffs, prospect related in the chat. And we can all discuss that together. But anyways, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to grab something to drink. And you guys should as well. Refill your snack bowl. Do a quick stretch. I mean, if you gotta do a couple push-ups, jumping jacks, whatever it takes to keep you awake. Hell, maybe you got to make a coffee at this point. I had the coffee before the game. I think it's time for a beer because I think we'll time it all perfectly. Once the adrenaline drops a little bit, the napitis will kick in and we'll be good to go. So on the other side, we'll bring back Hoppy. We'll talk a little bit about this second period, and we'll continue to take your guys' comments as well. Back on the other side, do not go anywhere. More Wild coverage here on the Sota Pod. Smash that like button, vote in the poll question, and we'll be back on the other side.
People like, you're making a half now? It's like last year, I'm like, yeah, that one's called the 11th hour. It's kind of just a cheeky play on that. We kind of release it later than most people towards the end of the summer. I wanted to kind of be in there in that cusp between summer and fall. And now with summers lasting longer and longer these days, I mean, we're in September and it's 80s, it's still a viable option.
Central Division team that I love to love, the Nashville Predators, of course.
And we are back with the State of Hoppy here for some second intermission. What do we say here? Bullshit at this stage of the evening. Hoppy, what a second period. The Vegas Golden Knights, in my opinion, were the better team in the second period. Wild had to clutch up defensively, which they did. Gustafsson had to bail them out a couple times, which he did. But 2 goals scored in that period, 1 apiece. Thoughts, and I guess what do we need to see from the Wild going into the third?
I think first we've got to address your conduct on this stream. I have you on in the background throughout, just so that there's one more viewer. Let's pump the stats, And you're carving some dude for getting divorced.
What? No.
That's how I heard it. You laughed at them.
Anyways, Andy's cool. Andy's cool. We're fine. We're fine.
Straight up, it's not good. I mean, thank God we're up by 3, because really, thank God there's an intermission. Because we had to keep playing. They were rolling. Momentum
was definitely in their favor. And it was like the start of the period, it was kind of the same back and forth. Wild scored, and then it was like a good 5 minutes where it was like, oh, Vegas looks defeated. Wild's got them. Vegas ends up getting one, and it's like the floodgates aren't open because I haven't scored more, but like it seems like, they're just ripping the door off the seams right now.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing holding on in that floodgate is Gustafsson, and thank God. I don't know. It was kind of for both periods, is the tale of 2 periods within the period. First 5 minutes, Wild were getting caved in this first period. Then we get into the second period, and Wild kind of pick up where they left off, and eventually it just hard pivots to Vegas. Probably oversimplifying, but the first 5 minutes of this third period is probably going to dictate how tightly our buttholes are clenched, because this could get out of hand. Like it could absolutely be one that we're worried about going to overtime, and that's the only thing I don't want to happen.
Yeah.
Selfishly.
I mean, again, if it was a 2-goal lead, I would be a little bit more nervous. 3, it's. I don't think Gustafsson will allow that to happen. Even if they get into striking distance, I think he'll.
If
he'll be fine.
Let him get peppered like he was the back end of that period, very, very possible that he has no say in the matter. Like,
they were leaving in, hung out to dry there. And again, there was a shift in the first period. I think it was like 48 or 50 seconds of just like pure control and puck movement by the Vegas Golden Knights. And then we saw a little bit of it at the start of the second period, and then we saw 2 minutes of constant freaking Daniel and Henrik Sedin impressions by the freaking Vegas Golden Knights, keeping that puck in the wild zone and continuing to get shots off. So that was a little nerve-wracking. We got Dev back here, so let's bring Dev on so Dev can give his thoughts. I mean, a little bit more of a nail-biting period there, Dev.
Yes, but also, I don't know. I feel a lot more confident than I probably should, given how that period went.
Still 3 goals up. That's why.
Still 3 goals up. That definitely helps. But like, for when you don't get a fucking shot on goal for 3/4 of a period, like you shouldn't be feeling comfortable.
And you let the other team get 11.
Is that what the tally was from the 15-minute mark on? Yeah, it was a lot. But like, I don't know. So this is going to sound really stupid, but there was a point probably around like the 8-minute mark where the Vegas had probably around 7 or 8 minutes left, and Vegas had the puck in the zone for about a minute and a half straight, and 2 wild sticks were broken, and they were able to deflect a puck and get it into the net to get a breather. And from that moment on, I just felt like at peace, which as a Minnesotan, I should never, ever, ever feel peace like that. But at that point, I was like, this is historically, that is the exact moment where everything goes tits up and, the collapse begins, and it didn't. And that has given me a confidence that I am, quite frankly, afraid of.
Is tits up a bad or a good thing?
I've always used it as a bad thing.
Like, based on the context, I heard bad, but then I like just thought about it for a second. I'm like, is that bad?
So I think, I don't know like the full etymology of the term, because I've been using it for probably 20 years, but I think it just means like you're dead, and like your like chest is up because you are dead. But I don't actually, it's always been a negative connotation, so I never really questioned it, because it's tits up, not tits out. Obviously, tits out are great.
Yeah.
Tits out for Harambe.
Yeah, are we doing it, boys?
Sweet Prince.
We do it. Oh, let's go. No, it was I'm very happy that the Wild came out as strong as they did early, because if they played like this, like they did to this, like 3/4 of that second period, this game, they would be in a deep hole right now. They wouldn't be the ones looking down as Vegas crawls out of it or tries to crawl out of it.
I will say though that it does seem like after that 4th goal, after Curl scored that 4th goal, it does seem like they decided to take a page out of the Bob Motzko school of turtling.
Straight into neutral, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was about 5 minutes after that where maybe it was just less about the Wild, and because I'm going to comment on Vegas, but it looked like Vegas was a little defeated. They got a little win back. They had like a couple good shifts. They ended up getting the goal, and then it was just tits up from there.
Mm-hmm.
But I asked Hoppy what he needed to see from the Wild going into the third. What do you need to see from them to maintain this, or to just like put the nail in the coffin?
I mean, I think another goal ices it.
An early one, or like
If you,
right?
I think if the Wild can score in the first 5 minutes, I think that kills the game. I think that's your absolute dagger. I will say, even if they don't get a goal in the first 5 minutes, if they can get, let's call it 5 shots on goal in that first 5 minutes, I think that also shows that like they're going to get some of that aggression back that they had been playing with and that had been serving them so well in the first period.
They were getting off in the first period and finding lanes too. They didn't have any of that because they didn't have the puck at all in the second
exactly.
period.
I don't know if you have the exact numbers, but I counted 4 different stretches where Vegas had ozone possession for a minute plus. And that's never what you want.
It was like 2 minutes. Like they even said on the broadcast. It was, and then they iced it. Right, and we had tired legs on the ice again.
Yeah. So I mean, that's never a good thing, but hopefully.
Yeah, and Foligno has been continuing to throw the body around, even in the second period. Obviously, first period he was the MVP, but no, second period definitely that was Vegas, man. Vegas was pushing most of that one. So hopefully the Wild have a little bit more gas left in the tank. Hopefully they come out strong here. They've continued to be physical. Like they haven't really lightened up much at all. It's crazy. I think the broadcast was saying that it was around like 30 was like the average hits during the regular season. So they're at 31 right now going into the third period. So we'll see if they keep that physicality and especially Foligno. But I mean, man, it's just crazy to see like Zuccarello like at something like just charging in with speed. And I'm like, man, is he going to like leave his feet? Like he's just been buzzing around as well. And then, like he'll bounce off guys and fall to the ground as well. And I'm just like, look, as long as you don't get injured, go nuts. Like I'm okay.
Any time that we're given the gift of a Lizard King breakaway, we need to cherish it because you just never know. At this point, he's what, 38, 39, something like that.
Yeah,
you just never know when the last one's going to be. So we need to cherish each and every one of those. I also want to very quickly address. I saw Spoke Z's comment where he said, "With all due respect, Dad looks terrible." Completely agree. Wish we could all be as handsome as Spoke Z, but
it's true.
He sucked it up for he took too much of the handsome. So what you gonna do?
There you go. Bogosian's game. He's been actually pretty good. Not a lot of ice time here tonight. He's had to kind of, I feel like, hold Zeev's hand a little bit in some cases. Zeev Buim hasn't been great tonight, but hasn't really had many shifts. What are your guys' thoughts on that pairing? I mean, do you think Bogosian has been having to like clean up some of his mess a little bit, or you just think it's just a good game for Bogosian and he's taking advantage of the minutes he's getting?
Your question confused me.
Okay, I think I got it. So, I will say I noticed Bogosian in a good way in the first period, and I thought he was completely invisible in the second period. But I will take invisible with that particular player at this point. So, I think, I would. I don't have the numbers, but I would bet that Zeev is probably hovering in that like 6 to 8 minute mark of ice time, and Bogosian's maybe a minute or two more than that.
Yeah, you're dead on.
Nice. So and there has not been a penalty called, right? Like I'm not losing my mind here. I haven't seen a single penalty called, which is fine. I haven't really.
I don't even think anything is warranted one.
Yeah, I haven't
Unless
really
it
seen.
Happened when they switched from ESPN2 to ESPN. I couldn't be totally sure, but I'm with Dev. Like, I want invisible Bogosian because that just means he's doing his job. And how unfortunate that our boy Zevis Christ makes a great play defensively, and it goes right to the guy that scores.
Yeah.
Like, you can't make that shit up.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that was Zeev. I remember thinking that was a good play, and then it was like, yes, no, fuck.
Happened so fast. So fast. Do you think Aiden Hill's having an off night, or just the Wild just had really good opportunities that they were able to capitalize on? Because at one point it was like 3 goals on 5 shots.
I think both things can be true. Aiden Hill has always historically been a hot or not goalie with very little in between. So it is entirely possible that he was just having an off night. But I also think that, like, with the exception of Kirill's goal, I think all three of the first 3 goals were all like just good offense and like good opportunity there. Kirill's goal was a little bit fluky just because it rebounded down through the 5-hole.
Yeah.
And he'll probably should have stopped that because he got the first contact on it. But I don't know. I don't think he's played terribly, which is weird to say about the guy that's given up 4 goals on 13 shots. But excuse me. I also think that Vegas has done a pretty good job of sheltering him from about that 15-minute period on.
Yeah, no, for sure. Well, I'm excited as we're third period is approaching here soon. I'm excited for this one. Vegas made it interesting. And I know it's only 1 goal while they're up by 3. And here we are going, we're a little bit nervous, but hey, we're Wild fans. So that's what's going to happen in a game like this, in a playoff series like this, and against a team like the Vegas Golden Knights. My prediction is already broken. I said it was going to be a 3-2, another tight game, back and forth for the Wild to take that one. Couldn't be further from my prediction because the game hasn't really been back and forth.
You're hitting the same over-under.
Yeah, no, I
think happens in the third period, which based on what we've seen so far,
it's entirely possible.
Yeah. So, anyways, puck is about to drop for this third period. Anything you guys want to close with? And again, thanks for joining during the intermissions. Helps pass the time, and I know the chat loves to get involved with the conversation as well. But as the puck drops here, I'll just quickly leave you guys with anything that you want to say.
Yeah. I just threw up a post that I think is going to be fun for you to discuss throughout this. I'll do some more research and report back in the next day or two if I decide I care enough. But if you took every series matchup in the Stanley Cup playoffs right now and merged them together to make the best 20-man roster for that series, who is not picking the strip mall being Vegas, Minnesota, Frankenstein to win that tournament? Can you imagine merging these 2 teams together and playing against all of the other merged series teams?
That would be fun. We got to
I
put
would only think of one. Maybe there's like 2 that would maybe scare me, but
I kind of like want to put that together on like NHL 25. Just see.
Yeah, I'm just off the dome. Avs, Stars, and Battle of Florida.
So Battle of Florida, Avs, Stars, both interesting. Now, Heiskanen's not healthy. If Heiskanen's healthy, then I'm totally in on that.
I thought somebody said that he was coming back in a couple days.
Oh, I thought he was out for the first round.
I did too, but then I heard somebody. I mean, it was ESPN reporting, so who fucking knows?
The other one that you have to consider, even though I'm like historically very negative on this team,
Edmonton, LA,
dude.
Mm-hmm.
Because LA just has the depth, and all you have to do is give them Bouchard, Draisaitl, McDavid, and it's like, holy fuck, what?
Yeah.
I just shared the post in the chat on YouTube, guys, so go check it out if you're on Twitter/X. If you are on Twitter/X, by the way, come over to YouTube right now and join the live chat. Boys, thank you so much for joining. Dev, you're welcome anytime, as you know, my friend. Great to catch up.
Always good to see you guys. Love you.
All right, we'll
You
talk to
guys
you
all
guys.
have fun, and if Isha tries to ruin any more relationships, don't let him do it.
No.
Oh boy.
Jeez. Coming and swinging as always. All right. Period number 3, ladies and gentlemen. 18:09 on the clock. Shout to Dev, shout to Hoppy, and shout to all of you amazing folks in the live chat. We've had a great crowd here today. We got potentially a win here for the Wild if they can at least keep a lead in this third period, which so far so good. 2 minutes in. Bassey is washed up. Crazy to say, but man, he's played a lot of hockey. He's got a lot of miles. Hell yeah, Winnipeg Jets fan. Should I divorce my wife? I'll do whatever you say. 1757. As long as the Wild don't play like the Canucks, they're good. Ain't that the truth? They shouldn't acquire Elias Pettersson then. 1747, and Vegas has it. As they come up through center. Left side, Sod, who's been very noticeable in this game. Finding room to work. He drops it back. Shot. No, cross. Pass to the crease and score. Vegas. Hurdle. Able to put this one home in the crease, and that's not good for Minnesota. We were just saying, what do the Minnesota Wild need? They need a goal here early. They need to set the pace here early, and it's not Minnesota to do it. It is Vegas. Way too much room for Brandon Saad to skate around there. Way too much ice here, ladies and gentlemen. Wild, they got caught just standing there. Ooh, what a pass. What a pass. And honestly, you shouldn't have made that pass. There was a body there, but what a pass to the crease and pokes it in. Vegas continuing to make this interesting. 4-2 now with a good chunk of the third period still left to go. She makes more than I do by quite a bit. I should be all right. Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Put Fleury in net. 17:29 as we're going to have a face-off in the Vegas zone. Actually, this might have been icing. Hold on. And they're playing like the Canucks. God, I miss JT Miller, Hank. That's what the Wild need. 17:29 on the clock. Hurdle's taking the face-off here. Manny scored again. He had a beautiful goal in the first game. Oh, it is icing. So face-off to the right of Gustafsson. Won by Vegas. Vegas shot in the slot. And that goes left. Eriksson Ek with it up the left side. And here comes the Wild. Wild with it. Brodin tried to find his man and couldn't as he was behind the play, but a good opportunity there sprung. I need more alcohol. 17 minutes. That's all we need, Rusty. 17 minutes. Let's go, Kenny. Let's go. Hell yeah, Winnipeg Jets fan. I don't have time to cover those many teams. I wish I could, though. 16:51. Wild going to reset. Nice passing plays through the neutral zone. Rossi. Backhand, nobody there. He loses it, but the Wild keep it in. Rossi. Theodore lost it. Trennan battling for it on the corner. And they lose it. Golden Knights come up. Right side. They chip it in. Waiting for reinforcements. Middleton. Rossi now with it. Backhand. Oh, Rossi eats a huge hit in the corner. I like the $2 ones from the Asian slot glizzy lady. Kenny Rips at Mystic Lake Casino. Don't get fooled by the game day dogs that are $6. Go for the $2 ones, ladies and gentlemen. She hovers around the slots till 11 p.m. $16.07. Face off to the right of Gustafsson. And again, Vegas just picking up where they left off, seemingly here. 22 shots on net. 16 minutes. Vegas with it in the corner, back to the blue line. Left side shot. Doesn't get through, and Wild trying to capitalize on that. But this goes back to center. Oh, big hit by the Wild, and they're going to finish their change. Aggressive friggin' tumble there by Vegas. They made it look easy on the rookie. Rossi's good as gone this offseason. Oh, yeah. That's what I mean. Joe and Russo pretty much said that as well. 15-23. I did not, Kenny. I haven't watched much of Chell stuff these days. 15-14. I did watch when his number got leaked and everyone was calling him. That was a funny video. 15-08. Center ice. Vegas sent it there, unable to retrieve it. And here comes the Wild. The Wild sent it back in Vegas zone, but unable to retrieve it themselves. 14:56 on the clock. Center ice. Vegas battling for it. They have it. Vegas, right side, circle. Vegas trying to backhand pass it. Top of the crease, but unsuccessful. They do hold it. Left side of the blue line. Shot doesn't get through. You called up that number? I think Hank got through. Go Canes. I hate the Leafs, though. Fuck the Leafs. I would rather, sorry to say this, Wild fans, I would rather the Leafs lose than the Wild win. I'm just going to say it. 14-37. You guys are like, what the hell? It's not even the same series. I know. 14-34, Minnesota sends it out of their zone as they're going to change. Here comes Vegas with speed. Vegas drops it back. Oh, nice hit by the Wild. Vegas still with it, though. Shot from the blue line, gloved up by Gustafsson. That's how I feel about Vegas and Dallas and Jets. I'm really just cheering for Canada, so I kind of like the Leafs only instance. See, I don't give a... But see, Hank, and no offense, because you're not unique to this, but I hate that shit. I hate how, because you're Canadian, you have to root for the Canadian NHL team. Dude, fuck that shit. Fuck the Maple Leafs, dude. Fuck the Maple Leafs. I don't care if they're in Canada, dude. It's an international team. Their best player is American. Who gives a fuck? The only Canadian team that I care about is the Canadian Maple Leaf, the Olympic team, the World Championship team, the World Junior team. Shot from the slot from the Wild. The Wild try to bat this in. I could care less of the NHL teams from Canada. I hate the Leafs more than I love my mother. I would rather an American team win over the Leafs. I don't care if they're Canadian or not. They're just another NHL team if they're not the Canucks, my friend. 13-41. Hell no, I will never pipe down. Fuck the Leafs, bro. I hate the Maple Leafs more than anything on the planet, dude. Anything on the planet. I hate the Toronto Maple Leafs so much, dude. So much. 13-36. I would rather Colorado win than the Leafs. I'd say every NHL team is based off Russians, Canadians, and Americans these days. 13-28. With a dash of Finland and Sweden. I don't crash out often, but when I do, it's because of the Leafs. 13-18. And here comes the Wild. Wild try to keep this in, but man, this has just been keep away again. We saw a little bit of this in the second period. Dude, I was stoked that Florida beat the Oilers too last year. Puck doesn't get in front of the net. But Vegas able to keep this in. Shot that trickles up and wide. I think that was blocked. Johansson within the corner trying to get this out for the Wild. When Bettman dies or retires, he will get either Swedish or Finnish NHL team. Shot by Vegas, and that goes wide. Puck trickles back to center ice. First hand, as fans are just these Leafs fans. It's less about the fans, it's less about the players. It's more that like growing up in Canada, and my boy Hank, who I don't know if he left after I raged there or not. My boy Hank, I mean, he's from Western Canada. I imagine he's a Canucks fan. We got shoved Leafs and Toronto sports news down our fucking throats our whole lives. I hate all Toronto sports, dude. I hate them all. 12:03. Nothing really to call here, man. Puck's going out of play. Losing the puck at center. I would say still Vegas is having the better opportunities, but each team now is doing a better job of breaking up the play in their own zone, resembling a lot of like the first game now. Wild able to get 2 shots on net so far. Vegas still leading quite handedly now, 23-15. Yeah, like I said, I got nothing against the fans. I got nothing against the players. I actually like quite a few of the Maple Leafs players. I just, like I said, it's more of a Toronto Maple Leafs and Toronto sports were shoved down my gullet growing up watching Sports Center and stuff. So, fuck them. The hate, it runs deep. Best NHL players, McDavid, McKinnon, Makar. Why did the Grizzlies move to Memphis after like 3 years? Seems dumb. No one cared about basketball in Vancouver at that time. And they had a really bad team and no stars wanted to play there. I feel like I'm back in elementary school getting yelled at because I was running in the halls. I tried to preface it with saying that like, Hank, like this is not like completely directed at you, just like the fan base overall, because I have to address it. As the resident Canadian on the Sota pod, I have to say that like I do not root for the Canadian NHL teams. There's a few that like I don't like. I have a special place in my heart for Calgary because the first NHL games I ever went to were in Calgary, and I lived there for 3 years, and I got to see Kippersoft live. I got to see Ginla before he was traded, so that was like cool, right? So I don't hate the Flames. Fuck Edmonton. For so many reasons, but we won't get into that here. The Senators, I kind of like them as well because like they're the nation's capital, but no one cares about them because Toronto. So go Sens. And Winnipeg's just a cool market because like what else is there in Manitoba other than just like a bunch of other hockey teams that no one really cares about other than the Jets, right? Montreal, Toronto, and Edmonton. They can get the fuck out of here. Dude, we've been waiting for the Nordics for like 15 years again. They ain't coming back. Not with Canadian dollar being what it is. And a shot by Vegas that bounces back to the blue line. They send it back into the corner. Fuck Edmonton is something we can agree on. Hell yeah, Hank. Hell yeah. Memphis is almost as dangerous as St. Louis, I think. Sounds shitty. Probably just as dangerous as downtown Vancouver these days. 11:36. Portland Sea Dogs in the house. Go Boston Red Sox. Center ice. But I think, Hank, we can agree that the only Maple Leaf crest that matters is the red Maple Leaf crest. When Canada's going to win the gold at the Olympics, baby. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Hopefully they can get their shit together at the junior level and beat the Americans in Minnesota this next year. 11:10 on the clock, and puck trickles back to center. Man, what a night and day period compared to the rest of the game that we've seen thus far. And we might get our first penalty of the game as and it looks like Vegas is going to take the power play. Oh, no, going to take the penalty. McNabb went down with one of the Wild players there. Let's take a look at the replay. Yeah, a little slash. Or was it hold? No, a little hold of a stick, a trip. A little slash involved as well, the whole 9 yards. Nyquist went down and power play lock-in Zeev. They called the penalty on the Knights. Let's go. 11:04. And Zeev Buium, he's out there. He's out there quarterbacking it, ladies and gentlemen. Face off to the right of Aiden Hill. They didn't get a shot off on their first power play, according to LaPanta. And the puck trickles all the way back down into the Wild zone. Zeev Buium gonna have to bring this puck up. Zuccarello with it. Crossed to Boldy. Kaprizov tried to find Zuccarello in the slot, but Zuccarello wasn't there, and Vegas sends it back down the length of the ice. Zeev Buium Up the right side with some speed. Zeev. Pass the left side. Shot. And blocked and cleared. Good play there by Zeev as he rushed into the offensive zone and was able to leave that pass. William has to reset in the corner. Fuck Jonathan Marshall show. Right side, Boldy to Erikssonek behind the net. Vegas doing a great job just pouncing on him. Backhand, they get it out in the Wild. They're going to have to reset again. I mean, Vegas breaking up everything the Wild have set up thus far. Only 48 seconds remain. Spurgeon, he's going to get some time on this. He's trying to do too much. 9:42. Spurgeon, left side. Rossi. At least they're able to set up now. Spurgeon back to Rossi. Rossi, top of the circle, shot! And that doesn't get through, and that's blocked again. And another clear for Vegas. We might only have one more rush here for the Wild. Spurgeon. Faber. Hartman gets taken down by Stone, and here comes Vegas. And Vegas offside. Only 2 seconds remaining on the power play, which essentially didn't do much. Didn't do much at all. Great penalty kill for Vegas as they were able to send this puck down the ice, down the ice, down the ice, down the ice. Jonathan Marshall's your favorite player on Nashville. Got you. Again, guys, don't forget to smash that like button if you haven't already. Ring that bell for notifications and subscribe on YouTube. If you're watching on X or Facebook, come over to YouTube, join our live chat, vote in the poll question. All right, we're back. 8 minutes and 58 seconds on the clock. Wild still lead by 2. Just still seems crazy. They went with Memphis over Carolina or Nashville at the time for the Grizzlies. I know. It is weird. Again, I don't know. I'm guessing just basketball is just huge out there anyways, so it would have filled the void. Like most American cities are like basketball crazy cities, right? I mean, shoot, man. Minnesota can still like I know Minnesota, I guess, just is a sports. The Twin Cities are just a sports hub in general, but like basketball's not even first here, and it's still like, I mean, thrive is a stretch, but the fact that the team is not folded with how bad it's been for so long before the last couple of years, I mean, And a shot by Vegas in the slot, and that's blocked. So I'm just going to guess that maybe that was just an untapped hotspot, and they've been popular there ever since. 8:02. I know Pete Pranica, actually. I did some work with him, the main play-by-play commentary. Americans love basketball. You're a Boston Celtics fan, Winnipeg Jets. Can't say Minnesota fans are big Boston Celtics fans, especially the OGs who, since Garnett won there and didn't win with the Wolves. 8:02 remaining. We're going to a TV timeout. And Philip Gustafson looking very nice, ladies and gentlemen, tonight. 25 saves, 92 save percentage. Faber logging some huge minutes as he always does, ladies and gentlemen. 23 minutes already. Brodin alongside him, 22 minutes. And as far as the forwards, I mean, the big guns are getting the big minutes here, especially as time trickles down in the third. Powerless play again. Yeah, not even anything of note there. Not even anything of note. I mean, I guess Rossi had the only really shot, right? Vegas OT win 5-4. You think Vegas is going to score 3 more goals? There certainly is enough time on the clock for that to come true, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. I don't even think quietly, Hoptics. I think it's been pretty evident since that second period that he's Hoppy said that between periods, Hoptics. He said Gus has been the difference maker in this game. So I don't even think quietly at this point. I agree with you for sure. It locked down. Hell yeah, you're a Boston Celtics fan, my man. Good to see you, by the way, Hoptics. We got the whole crew here today. Crew 100% getting EMT goal. Yeah, I don't really watch basketball. If you're not allowed to fight in the sport, it's a game to me, not a sport. I know it just gets lost when the offense is going off. Well, the offense has been quiet for a little while now, Hoptics, but no, for sure. For sure. 8:02. How you doing, Hoptics? God, I haven't even eaten dinner yet, boys. I should have eaten dinner before the game. But I didn't want the napitis to sink in. Vegas wins the faceoff again, man. They've been, I mean, the second period, the only thing the Wild did good in the second period, other than score, I guess, was do well in the faceoffs. But I feel like in this period, 26 faceoff wins for the Vegas Golden Knights, only 18 for the Wild. They've been dominating again in that. 7:47, we're going to have another faceoff in the Wild zone left of Gustafson. Larry Bird is dope. But that was an era of basketball that was actually fun to watch. Basketball today is not fun to watch. Rossi with the empty netter. Could you imagine? And then, of course, and then Hein just continues to put him on the fourth line. Because it's only an empty netter, but it doesn't mean anything. 7:47. Hey, playoff points. Whatever the Wild can do to make that trade sweeter, right? And Vegas wins the faceoff again, man. But at least the Wild forced this puck out of their zone. Pressure by Kaprizov here, and the Wild get it back. Here comes Minnesota. Fucking chilling. Just picked up some stinky devils. Let's go, Hoptics. Yeah, I'm going to have to twist one and then make some dinner after this. Stretch and then an early day of work, but get a sauna and cold plunge tomorrow, which is much needed after a week and weekend of sitting thus far. 7:15, but UFC back this weekend. Go Protes. Smokes out for Protes, baby. Ian Gary's probably going to win, but if Protes knocks him out, that'd be dope. And a shot from the blue line by the Wild, but that trickles right of Aiden Hill. Boldy still has it. Puck comes out center. Shot. And missing wide. Great opportunity there from Minnesota. I'm finding Rossi on the fourth line. He's just going to get bullied off the puck. 6:44. Middleton back behind the net. Wild trying to get it out. Zuccarello does a good job of getting it back to the defenseman. And this puck goes high. Johansson gloves it, drops, gets it up to Zuccarello. Zuccarello battling for it in the corner. Johansson redirected that, but that was away from the net and puck to the blue line. Bumble fucked at the blue line, but Minnesota was able to poke it back in the Vegas zone. Honestly, I've just been going to Minnetonka all winter. I know the guys at Back Channel and Excelsior Sauna, and there's a sauna there that I can use. And then I've just been cold plunging all winter in Minnetonka, but it's getting warmer now. It's not much of a cold plunge anymore. So I got to figure something out for the summer. I'm going to just shoot pucks in my driveway, Beckman style. 5:35. Wild with it. Hartman leaves it. But no one there, and Theodore gets it. That works. I mean, hey, whatever shocks the system, Kenny, whatever shocks the system. Losing it was the Wild again up the right side. I mean, man, it seems like they're hanging on by a thread right now. Blocked by Spurgeon on a shot by Vegas. As Vegas continues to pile up the shots. Kaprizov with it. Out to Boldy. Almost sprung him on the breakaway, but Boldy still has it backhand. As Hill made the initial save, Boldy got the rebound. Vegas up the left side. Barbashev spins. Sends it back to the blue line. Shot. That gets through in a rebound. Vegas scoops up the rebound again. You're eating KFC? Nice. Eichel shot save by Gustafson as he gloves this one up. And there's going to be a little brouhaha as the boys go down here in the scrum. Wonder if Eck. No, it's Foligno. Wait, who's in the mix of things here? Yeah, of course, it's Eriksson Ek in the mix of things. No, what happened? He broke the owner's garage, shooting them pucks a little too hard. I think that study is valid, Kenny Rips. Yeah, like you said, you're not allowed to fight in that sport, so I have no interest in it. Dude, I swear by the cold water therapy, I just turn the shower as cold as it can go, and it's super effective. Oh, it's the best. Especially for me who, like, I sit for work, and I do stretch a lot, but man, there's nothing like hot cold therapy to help. It's like instant relief that day, and if I can just keep the stretching going until, a week later, then I'm good. I think I went like 31 degree water this winter, and that was cold. That was too much. Like, that probably wasn't beneficial, but still. Love watching Vegas lose. What's up, Jacob? Good to see you. But yeah, Hoptics. All winter we had like a fortified hole and everything, which was pretty cool. But a custom sauna built by Excelsior Sauna was plopped at Back Channel Brewing all winter. I'm not sure if it's going to stay there throughout the summer, what the plans are for it moving forward, but I know you can book a session still online, so maybe check that out. Oh, 100%. I like just going in the plunge versus shower, because shower, like the water hitting you in different places, it's just not as enjoyable. I like the plunge. It's not just Rogan Bro Science. Oh no, 100%. Cabby took a shot to the chops. I wish I could live in a dirt mound. You're watching the NFL draft? Infrared just don't cut. No, this one's a wood. This one's a wood stove too, so takes a little bit to fire up. Man, there were some days in the winter where the thing just froze because we had a pretty cold winter, and it would take like an hour to heat up. And now, like, I think that it still takes like an hour to heat up, and it's like, dude, not even 20 minutes, and this thing's fired up. No, it's great. It's great, and I've been doing sauna my whole life. But cold plunge this year is new, and like I'm addicted to it. It's great. 4 minutes and 38 seconds away from a victory here for the Minnesota Wild. Oh, hell yeah. I don't watch a lot of rugby, but I love watching like the Olympics and the Sevens tournament that comes to Vancouver every year. I love Sevens. I'm a noob. I'm a casual, but I like Sevens. All right, here we go. Face off. Outside the Wild zone. Minnesota wins the face-off, but loses it to Vegas. Vegas. Right side, they're going to send this puck out of play, and we're going to reset in the neutral zone. I legit keep paying for my lifetime membership pretty much to use their sauna and steam room. Dude, I know. I don't have a gym membership right now. Just been running a lot, to be honest, and stretching and plyometric stuff. I mean, didn't really need anything for this winter season, but I do want to start hitting the weights again, and I might have to do Lifetime as my next move because of that. Throughout the next winter, anyways, and rest of the summer, or I guess this summer and the winter. I like Splice. Okay, I was like, should I read this? 4:30, and man, face off after face off after face off. We're having one at center. I don't even think we can watch that on any of our cable. Winnipeg Jets fan. It's rugby. 4:25. Noah Hanovan has it for Vegas as he weaves through center. Nice pass up the right side. That's tipped in. Wild get it in the corner. They send it around the boards. Fighting for it. And Vegas gets it back at center. 4:08. Pietrangelo sends it in. Good job by Faber. Brodin loses it. Recovers as he pins this man in the corner. Vegas sends it back to the blue line. Shot, and Gustafson able to find it and cover it up. 3:49. And Vegas continue to pepper shots on net. 29 shots for the Vegas, or 30 shots, I should say, for the Vegas Golden Knights, only 16 for the Minnesota Wild. The Wild have only been able to get 3 shots off this period. They only had a total of 3 in the second period after getting 10 in the first, where they scored their first 3 goals. The Gus Bus looking good tonight, guys. Still hard to believe Ovechkin didn't have an OT win in the playoffs until yesterday. Insane. Dude, that team is a scary team. Bunch of big boys on that team. They might just bully the young Canadians, even though the Canadians are speedy and have that scoring prowess that they do. I pay about $100 per month for a lifetime and have access to every location that isn't on Onyx level, and there's a lifetime pretty much in every big city in Minnesota. It's a good deal. Hell yeah. I'd probably only pay for like the one location because I wouldn't go probably other ones. But whatever gives me the sauna, if you're moving around a lot, right? And Vegas pulls their goalie with 3 minutes and 23 seconds on the clock. Yes. $309. Vegas. Oh, you can watch AFL. Okay. Left side. Vegas with the empty net. Vegas. Eichel, right side. Eichel, top of the circle. Eichel, shot from the slot, blocked by Eck. Puck still in the Wild zone. 247. 500 and your last kid. 240. Eichel, left side. Blue line, right side. Shot doesn't get through traffic. And the puck goes down the ice and score! The Wild clear it right into the open net, ladies and gentlemen. 5-2 Minnesota. Who'd have thunk that the Wild would be the first team to score this period? And it was Kirill Kaprizov getting his second of the game. If you'd have told me after this whole period, or after the first 5 minutes of this period, that would be the Wild that scored first, I'd say, get the fuck out of here. But with 2 minutes and 26 seconds left, empty netter. Kaprizov gets it. Oh, wait, no, was it Faber? No, Kaprizov. No. 220. First wild card win of the entire playoffs. There's 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. Let's not get cocky, boys. Unreal. And it's almost 1 a.m., dude. On a freaking Tuesday. Matter it not. My favorite goal, 207. Minnesota. Defending. Vegas with a shot that goes wide. Good point. 151. Oh, hell yeah. 144. Seemed like Calcio Storico. That's one of the best football type related sports. But bro, if you could fight in the NFL, I'd be the biggest NFL fan. But you can't fight. So I'm like, why even watch? 1 minute and 27 seconds. Ian Gary this weekend, even though I'm going to be smoking darts for protests, I think Gary will probably get it done. I want protests to win, though. 1 minute and 14 seconds. Vegas. Just playing keep away at this point, ladies and gentlemen. The Wild got this one in the bag. 1 minute remaining. Vegas loses it. They have to retreat back to center. Kaprizov now tied for the Wild record for playoff goals with 12.
Emotional damage.
So my legs up in the air. Oh, hell yeah, Kenny. Until I got high. 10-10 in the goal department. 34 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, remaining, and the Minnesota Wild are going to clear this one again. 25 seconds. Game 3 Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. I will be live, by the way. 20 seconds. Wild send it back into the Vegas zone. Vegas, one last rush here. They push it into the Minnesota zone, and Minnesota gets the puck back. 3, 2, 1. One last shot from Vegas, and that's going to do it. Minnesota comes out swinging. 3 goals in the first period, 1 goal in the second, and completely dry up after that. Somehow, some way survive. Gustafsson with the amazing second half of the game, and they're able to score the 5th to make this a 5-2 game. Gustafsson, what a performance. Faber, what a performance. Foligno, really good game. And hey, Kaprizov was able to get to, mind you, not even the 2 best goals of the game, but the series is tied, coming back to Minnesota. Best case Ontario, despite how they kind of collapsed towards the second half of that game. But we got it, ladies and gentlemen. We got it. Dude, the Fighting Nerds practice is a monster. He's so calm, and he has that same relaxing thing that McGregor had when he was coming up. And he like fought and won championship before too, eh? Like, he's not new to mixed martial arts. I think Gary's just a better MMA fighter though, overall. But you better believe I bought a pack of American Spirits, and we'll be supporting practice. You can't fight in college football, no. Wait, 7-7. Well, that's what's keeping you up, Kenny. Let's go. Let's go. Michael Jordan in 2024. Michael Jordan. How good of a skater is he? How good of a skater is he? Well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. It is almost 1 a.m. I got to get something to eat. I got to get some sleep. We all got to go to work tomorrow. So let's go, Minnesota, back to St. Paul for game 3, ladies and gentlemen. I will be live on Thursday. The stream is already up. That is right. The stream is already up, guys. Here it is at 8 p.m. Go like it already. And then Saturday, Hoppy will be live covering that game as well. So we got both the home games covered as well, ladies and gentlemen. Should be a madhouse at the X on Thursday. Dude, it's going to be awesome. And the vibes here in the live chat are going to be awesome too. So thank you guys so much. It might be a long day tomorrow, but knowing the Wild won will give me the boost. Same, Horror Dogs. I got to be up early on site for work too. It's going to be a long one, but hey, the Wild got the win. It would have been worse if they lost, right? We'd have been sulking, waiting, tired, grumpy. But the fact that we got a win is awesome. Tune back in on Thursday. Like and subscribe. You all are amazing. I appreciate you all. Like I said, smash that like button and subscribe. And we'll see you on Thursday in St. Paul for game 3, baby. Peace. I'm out of here.